Hi AJ.
Oh, hi Matt.
What are you playing?
The new Radiohead song, Help, I've Got a Radio for a Head.
Ah, right. This came for you.
Ah, cheers. You want to review it with me?
No, I'm gonna go listen to that song. Bye!
Okay. Well, I guess it's just us then. So, the Simpsons Skateboarding for the PS2. The Simpsons Skateboarding was a PS2 game developed by Code Monkeys and released in 2002. It was also published by EA, a company that gamers already have a shit ton of reasons to hate without this adding to their ever-growing list of sins. Some critics have dubbed this one of the worst games of all time. Ever. A title that isn't given out lightly. So, just how bad is this game? Well, let's have a look. Right off the bat, the game's faults jump out at you. The graphics make the game look like arse, the controls aren't much better, the plot is non-existent, and oh, Jesus Christ! Not to mention the blindingly obvious, it's a bold-faced rip-off of the Tony Hawk games! I shouldn't really be surprised considering that the Simpsons Road Rage was just a rip-off of Crazy Taxi. So let's try and overlook this for a second and treat it as a standalone game. You get to choose from a variety of beloved Simpsons characters, but only after you've used the cheat to unlock them all, because unlocking them yourself is more trouble than it's worth. You can learn skills and earn money by visiting the skate school, and let me say that skateboarding professionally pays shit all these days. God, no wonder Homer's board's just a couple of planks of wood nailed together with some wheels on them. You then level up attributes by spending your hard-earned coins, presumably by eating them or something. Speaking of eating, you can collect items specific to each character. The items are in the same place for every character, so if you've collected one set of items, you've collected all of the corresponding ones for the other characters. Not that the game gives a shit about this though, because unlocking areas and goodies as one character doesn't open these up for the other characters, meaning that the best way to complete the game is to pick a character and stick with them the whole way through. It's not even worth unlocking any of the other characters, because once you get the one you want, you'll just have to start all over again as that character. That being said, I spent most of my time playing as Homer. Until I did the sensible thing and unlocked everything else using cheats. Something's definitely wrong if I can't have fun without using cheats. It completely defeats the point of the game to begin with.
Don't worry, the meek will inherit the earth.
Shut up, Flanders! Just like in the Tony Hawk game, Springfield is now a skater's paradise with quarter pipes and rails everywhere, and characters can skate on grass and other surfaces, which is bullshit. Have you ever tried to skateboard on anything that isn't perfectly smooth? A lot of these missions would have been easier if I could just, get off my board. The game had the opportunity to pave the way for this mechanic since Tony Hawk's Underground wouldn't come out for another year, but no. It wouldn't be in character for this game to add anything new or put its own spin on what was stolen, like it did in Simpsons Road Rage. God, it even recycles voice clips from that game. In fact, not only does it not add anything, certain tricks have been taken away, and you just wonder why. I've got two different ways of performing a kickflip and two different ways of performing a shove-it. Can I do a heel flip? Not that I found. What about old school tricks? Can I do anything while manualing? Can I change my grind while grinding? No. In fact, when I'm grinding on the lip of a quarter pipe and I tip my balance towards the quarter pipe again, why don't I just roll down the quarter pipe? It's sure as hell better than throwing myself off the top and landing on my face. It's like this game wants to see me fail or something. As I mentioned before, you can upgrade your stats with money. Just like all things, there is a cheat to get you infinite money. Use it. Unless your character's maxed out on stats, they're not going to be able to perform the simplest of tricks without falling on their face because they've not got enough air or speed. Turning feels extremely heavy until you've upgraded that stat. I think it's supposed to push you to try harder because the more money you have, the easier the game becomes. Problem is, in order to want to complete the game in the first place, I need motivation. This game doesn't have that. There's no story, no nothing. In fact, the only reason I can see that this game exists in the first place is because someone looked at Tony Hawk and thought, what would it be like if all the characters were yellow and had 3 fingers? Imagine the person who first had the idea, creating a character on Tony Hawk to make it look like Bart Simpson. Come on, we've all done it. Giving him the green skateboard with purple wheels. It just makes sense. That, I have concluded, is the only reason this game exists. And to be honest, it's not a good enough reason. I could go into how the missions are just rip-offs of Tony Hawk missions, or some of them don't make any sense whatsoever. I'm not even going to bother. I'm tired. I just want to give it a score. The Simpsons Skateboarding gets a 23 from me. So, is it the worst game ever? Hell no. I've played way worse games than this one. In fact, some of you may hate me for saying this, but I really don't give a fuck. I enjoyed this game more than Shaun White Skateboarding. For those of you who don't know, Shaun White Skateboarding is another Tony Hawk ripoff that was made a lot later than this game. Skateboarding is illegal and punishable by death or some other such nonsense. That game is worse than this one, in my humble opinion. Remember, that is just my opinion. That's not to say this game isn't bad. Oh, it's bad. I can't recommend it. It's a waste of your life. And that's the Simpsons Skateboarding. What a pile of shit. Well, at least I don't have to play that again. Oh, hi, Matt.
Hey AJ, what are you playing now?
It's off Radiohead's upcoming album, coming out later this year. It's called Help, I've Still Got a Radio for a Head. It's really big right now.
They've really gone downhill, haven't they?
Yeah.